you're not a bad person. You're not a bad person. Shit, we're all just learning. Like, we are, every single one of us are just learning. Like, none of us know anything. The only people who know anything are just the people who are a little bit ballsy enough to say something. And who's to say that they're right? Nobody. Nobody's to say that they're right. Nobody's to say that they're wrong. Everything is so unique. Everything is so unique. Like, that is insane. And sometimes, like, I really get caught up on the small shit. Like, the really, really, really small, insignificant things. Nice. He's eating a banana. No, but seriously, I do get caught up on the small things. Like, I think that things are black and white. And therefore, I think, it's so hard. Oh my God, you know what does really conflict me? It's like, okay, every single person is unique. Every single situation is unique. Everything, there is no right and wrong subjectively. I mean, like, some place like murder is probably not right. But then at some stages, some people might argue murder is right. Like, exactly. Everything is, what is the word? Is just, I hate using the same word, but unique. It truly is. And I get really caught up in thinking very black and white in the way of like, oh, this is right, this is wrong. But then say you like meet somebody and you're like, oh, this thing that I thought was wrong, this person is very beautiful and amazing and I have so much love for them, and they do this thing that I think is wrong. And it's just like, everything is nuanced. There we go, that's the one I was looking for. Everything's nuanced. And it's just like, why am I holding on? What ideals am I even holding on to? Why do I believe that in the first place? Do I even believe that? Or have I just been fed this narrative for so long to the point where I'm like, this is fact? But have I even taken the time to believe it? Or not believe it? Or am I just believing it because it's easy? It's easier for me to live something that has been fed to me my entire life rather than questioning it. And I think I haven't questioned it enough. But then again, like, I'm not a fan of smoking and I don't really want to be smelling cigarettes. Like, that's one of those little things. It's like, okay, that's a preference. But then again, like, what if I meet somebody who's the most beautiful person ever and they smoke? Can that work? I don't know. I'm not in that situation, and I hope I do find somebody who doesn't really smoke, so then I don't have to smell that. But then at the same time, that other person can have somebody who appreciates that too. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm getting at this, and I'm thinking about situations in my own life and yada yada yada. But it's like, oh, there's a cicada out there. Oh, I think it's the skin. I used to be so scared of bugs, like terrified of bugs. But right now I'm kind of considering getting that cicada. No, I don't want to. I really don't want to do that. That's making me uncomfortable. Yeah, but like, everything's nuanced, and yet we act like everything is so black and white. Literally, look at this. Look at this right now. Is this black and white? Shit. Even black and white's not black and white. I heard that today, and I was like, facts. Like, that's very logical. Like, nothing is black and white. Everything's just different shades of grey, you know? But what is this all? Why? Like, why do we think anything is important? Nothing is important, but like in a good way. If nothing is important, why are we limiting ourselves? Why am I limiting myself? I'm limiting myself so much as of the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks have been hard, I'm not gonna lie. Probably gonna post a video soon from like a few weeks ago when I was really not feeling good. And I think I know what put it into motion. And I don't really want to go into it because I'm not really that comfortable here, and that's okay. There's some things I'll share, some things I won't, and that's cool. But like, man, we do forget that though. We do forget how complicated and unique and beautiful life is. Like, life is so beautiful. Like, I am sitting here and the clouds and the sky and there's blue and there's gray and there's purple, like slight like tinge of purple, and there's lights and there's trees and there's everything, and everything is so beautiful in its own sense. And I have been thinking about being present recently. Like, I feel like for me, like, the things work out best for me when I'm present. But I'm still can feel that I'm not there, because I know when I am there. Like, I can feel it so strongly when I am present. Like, it's this feeling of, whoa. It's almost as if the universe or the world is opening up like a flower, like, and it's very like, I can't even, actually more like, it's like a flop. And it's so gorgeous, like, and everything just feels like, you can just feel everything. And honestly, I'm not trying to get there. I don't want to force anything. There's a reason why I haven't been present, and maybe that is to bring me to the present. Oh, and there's a willy wagtail in the tree, and there's leaves in the tree, and I have a car. Like, that is so cool. It's been something I've wanted for a while. Like, there's so many things to be grateful for. Also, I've been so done with like documenting shit. Like, I have this diary. It's really cool. It's my goals. It's the 2025 goal digger planner. And it's just getting tiring. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love it, but it asks, do I have anything here personal? No. Okay. It has here like your habits. Man, the energy it takes me to tick those off. But then I also think, oh, how nice is it going to be in like 20 years to look back on this and be like, shit, this is what I was doing. This is what I wasn't doing. This is what I should have been doing. Wow, I'm doing this now. And this was so difficult for me. Freestyle. Yes, I did that. Yeah. But like, being present and following your intuition too. Like, I feel like I don't really have an interest in going too deeply into that. I'm not feeling it, but right now I'm just feeling like it is beautiful to be alive. Like, it has its ups and downs, and it can feel like shit. And honestly, it kind of has felt like shit for me in the last 2 weeks, but that's okay. That is so okay. And you don't need something external to be making you feel it good. Just like, I'm not gonna lie, it feels great to rely on something external. It's like, wow, I don't have to have any responsibility, but that shit's not sustainable. It really is not sustainable in any capacity. So you gotta show up for you. Whoa, that bird is having an attack. You gotta show up for you. You really do. Because when that external thing that pushes you is gone, because that's one thing that is certain, is that there will always be change. Things will constantly be changing. That's crazy. That guy was driving with AirPods in. I feel like that's weird to me. That's so weird. Anyway, life is nuanced. Things are beautiful. Don't take things too seriously, but also know what's good for you and what's not. Oh, something fun that I've been thinking about too is like the line between anxiety and intuition. And knowing the difference between it. Because I feel like I at least preach a lot about intuition and following your intuition. I think for me, like, the way that I feel intuition, like, it's not necessarily spoken about enough, but it's as if there's a pulling string to me in certain directions, directing me to go and make certain decisions or say certain things. It's as if words are coming out of my mouth that I hadn't planned to be there because I am present. I think intuition comes when you are present. But also anxiety. I feel like people can mistaken their intuition for anxiety, for avoidance. I think the difference is there's a natural feeling when it's intuition. When it's anxiety, it's like this place of lack and planning, and it's like, oh, what if, whereas intuition is do this rather than what if. It's like doing things without anticipating a reaction or anticipating something happening. It's just doing it. and not caring about what the result is or why or what it will amount to. It's just doing it because it's what felt good in the moment. And again, I think that comes from being present. Whereas anxiety, it's the fear and you're anticipating what will happen, and there's expectations on something having to happen. But no, that's anxiety. Trust yourself. And I feel like there can be anxiety around, how do I know this is my intuition? How do I know that this is anxiety? How do I know, like, what if I'm making the wrong decision? You can never make the wrong decision. You can never make the wrong decision. If something's meant to be, it'll be, whether it's in time or in the moment. But you have no control. You have no control. You can, and the thing is, I don't know, something that helps me is when I don't know what to do, I just tell myself everything I do is for my greater good. Everything that happens is meant to happen, and it'll amount to my greatest success. Like, I'm like, oh, I lost my shoe and I'm late. That's okay. I need to be here so then I don't get stopped in traffic or whatever. For whatever small reason, it adds up, and you're gonna end up somewhere. That's just fucking logic. Like, you're gonna end up somewhere. Now, in 10 years, dead, that's cool too. Like, if that happens, you know, you're gonna end up somewhere. And man, I'm thinking about my parents dying, and that's kind of making me sad. But that's like, I do think about that a lot, but I don't want to think about that now. But it's like, shit, something happening, you being somewhere, it's inevitable. Things changing is inevitable. So, like, stop staying in your comfort zone too. Like, it's not, I'm trying to fit this in here. It's not, today I had like a little bit of a click in volleyball, and it was like, or just like click in general, like the last few days I've been like, shit, I'm so in my comfort zone. And I think that is why I have been sad or just not feeling that great, is because I have been so in my comfort zone. Like, you don't even understand. Like, and quite frankly, it's been hard to get out of bed. It's been hard to do anything because I'm so in my comfort zone. And last night I was like, you need to go to volleyball, because like, volleyball gets me out of my comfort zone. It's an easy thing to get me out of my comfort zone. I go to volleyball, I play, and then I was like, what was I saying to myself, which started improving my spiking? I was like, yeah, I just kept saying I need to get out of your comfort zone. And then I started getting out of my comfort zone. I started playing better. And I was like, oh, like, I'm not going to say I'm a pro at volleyball. I've got a fair way to go, but it was just like, every time I go to training, I don't try to get out of my comfort zone. I just do what I always do, and I don't really block, and I don't really do anything. I just sort of do the things that I can do. I didn't even fucking move to receive. Still getting better. I'm not claiming to be perfect. But today I was just like, oh, okay. Get out of your comfort zone. And I was moving my feet a little bit more. Like, it was a small improvement. I was like, oh, okay. And then the narrative turned from, okay, get out of your comfort zone, to getting out of my comfort zone is fun. Doing things I wouldn't normally do is fun. And to be honest, right now, reflecting on all this, it's probably the best I've felt in like 2 weeks. And I wonder, because I'm still trying to, like, I'm not going to preach me being young for an excuse to doing things, because that's a fucking stupid excuse. Like, sorry, like, oh, I just haven't lived a long time, so, heck, none of us have lived before. Like, what measurement? Everybody has been my age. Everybody's going to be my age. It's, oh my God, you know what pisses me off? When people are like, oh my God, oh, my friend Curtis, if you're watching this is not my brother, this is Curtis, who helps me with my films. Legend, first of all. He goes to me, he goes, oh, I'm turning 30. I'm gonna be so old. And I literally looked at this man, I'm like, okay? Like, and the fuck? Like, why are you complaining about that? Like, that is the most stupid, thick, stupid fucking, oh my god, it is the most stupid. Whenever somebody complains about their age, I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? And they're saying it to me because they know that I'm young. They're like, oh, I'm so old. I'm so old. And I look at them, I'm like, are you stupid? I'm gonna be old or dead. Like, what? You're gonna be old or dead. We're all getting older. That is the point we make. Actually, it doesn't even mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. This is stupid. This is stupid. Like, I'm going to get older or die. Like, why are we all collectively as a society, why do we, oh my god, why do we value youth so much? Because I think that there's an age where, when you're like the age that I am, up until maybe like 24, it's okay to try in that age, and everything before that you shouldn't be trying. Don't try too hard, like, don't be trying. And then after that age, like, for like, I'd say like your average Joe, like, it's, for some reason we've got this societal expectation that you just stop trying, you just stop trying to have fun or just enjoying yourself or doing things that bring you joy after that age. And as you get older, you do less and less and less and less and less of what you care about, and your life becomes about somebody else, and that's just so fucking stupid. And if you are one of those people who are older, which is cool as, and like, you're complaining about it, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, oh my god, my language is not very PG right now. Also, Leon, Ariadna, stop watching my videos, please. You are too young. Thank you. And but like, if you're going to be older, we're all going to be older, so why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Like, oh my god, are you just stupid? Did you not see it coming? I think that's what's happening. People are just, maybe they didn't realize they're gonna get older. What? And time doesn't even exist. I have a theory that time does not exist, and it's just a concept that we created to hold on to memories. I said what I said, and am I gonna justify myself? Let me think about it for a few more seconds, and maybe I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do my normal justifying, or maybe not. I'm looking through the hole of here. Can you see my eye? Because I can see you. Okay, my justification. The only reason we created time is to hold on to memories. You think of anything in the past. Anything in the past. Hold it there. Bloop. Let's think about, say you made a coffee date with your friend. The only reason time exists is to hold on to little shit like that. To hold on to memories, to hold on to things of the past. That's why time happened. Like, that's why we created time, to hold on to memories or plan for the future. I don't want to get that deep into it, but you kind of get the gist, and I probably will one day, and maybe I already even have, and I'm just a little bit forgetful. I don't even remember what I say in my videos, and then I watch them, I'm like, oh my god, that is so true. I needed to hear that. Again, I don't make these videos for anybody. Like, I'm gonna be so real. I make them because these are the things that I need to hear. These are the things which I forget for myself. And I know that I struggle with it. And I sometimes forget about it. So then I post these videos because maybe somebody else has this same issue. I actually tried to film this video 3 times, but each time I just felt like I wasn't talking about things that mattered to me. And it didn't feel as real. When I was doing it for the sake of like thinking about, oh yeah, there was this person who mentioned this about me. Whenever I've started speaking with that in mind, it just didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel real. So when I say I make this only for me, it's not because I don't care about who watches it. That's not true. It's because I know I will give my best self if it's myself, and if it's from something that I actually think about rather than trying to anticipate what somebody else thinks. Because why the hell would I do that? Because I don't even know if that's true. Like, you will never know how somebody truly feels, ever. Like, ever. You'll never know somebody's thoughts or feelings. But you have such a privilege to have the inside of yourself. Nobody else has that. Nobody else has your insights. Nobody. People might think similarly to you, but nobody has each of your unique experiences who have created you. And therefore, I think it's so important for us to share that, because if you feel the feelings of what you are saying, it will be received. But if you are sharing things which are not true to you, it won't be received, because people can feel that. They can feel that it's inauthentic, and it's like, why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your time? Anyway, that's all that I sort of have to say. I don't have anything else that I feel like sharing, so I think that's it. Have a good day, guys. I don't even know what the message of this video was, but appreciate you all. Yeah, be present and allow yourself that happiness. Everything works out. It has to. There's no other option. Bye-bye!